Hello everyone, how are you? This is Kay, good to see you again. And welcome back to my another live stream. Today is the 17th of July and Wednesday. And today I'm starting the live 1 hour earlier because I have some schedule after this. But and today I will be sharing the my analysis on EURUSD because it broke the P wave, bullish, and looks like it's really trending up. So let me share my analysis and let's discuss the markets together. So yeah, thank you very much for joining everyone. Good to see you. All right, thank you very much. So so now let me turn the screen to trading view and okay, let me just put it here. Okay, hold on. All right. Okay, so I just put the screen like this. So I think now you can see the chart. And here is the EURUSD. So let me first do the analysis in higher time frames. So starting from the weekly time frame, it actually broke the Kumo and also the previous resistance on 1.0914. So, and the yellow lines are the P wave I mentioned. Okay, hold on. Let me get this tool to draw the lines. So yeah, this is here the previous resistance on the week of the 3rd of June, and the price was 1.0914, and now it's breaking bullish. And P waves are like this: the highs are lower and lows are higher. This is triangle range, but in Ichimoku it's called P wave, and it just broke bullish. So I can see that this is the beginning of the new uptrend in terms of this price action. However, if you look at the Ichimoku 5 lines, you can see that this is still range on the weekly perspective because the Kumo is still flat. Kumo still flat and Chikou span is still touching, and also Tenkan-sen, Kijun-sen are below the Kumo. So the new uptrend starts when exactly Chikou span breaks. Now we have actually Tenkan-sen, Kijun-sen, gold cross here. So this means that this is the end of downtrend. And after that, the market Chikou span breaks the Kumo. And this is the new beginning of uptrend. So if you want to be safer, you can wait for this week until the candlestick closes this week on the weekly time frame, and next week look for opportunities to buy, because from now, Wednesday, tomorrow Thursday, the day after Friday, the market still may retrace. So to be safer, you can also wait for the close. But if you want to go in, this is also good timing to go, in my opinion, because this is the new breakout of that resistance. So in this case here, the trade scenario is not based on Ichimoku, but simply based on the price action and the lines. So I was waiting for the P wave breakout bullish. Last week, it broke the P wave bullish, but there was a resistance very close by. So I was waiting for the breakout of that resistance, and now it's bullish. So I can see that EURUSD momentum is now bullish at the moment. So in this case, I never sell. I never look for selling opportunities. I always look for buying opportunities as a trend follower. I used to sell, after the breakout or right before the breakout. I used to sell, and I get huge losses once it breaks really and the market goes against me. So I never do that kind of trade. As a trend follower, I capture where exactly the trend is going in this bigger picture. Then I check the lower time frames and look for more detailed situations and look for opportunities to take trades. So in terms of Euro USD, Euro has been stronger over USD for the last 3 weeks. It's bullish, but fundamentally speaking also, USD as a currency may get weaker towards the end of this year, and as a relative strength, Euro becomes stronger. So I think fundamentally speaking too, Euro USD will be bullish this year, within this year. So yeah, that's also what I see here in the market. And again, this P wave break and the resistance breakout can be the new bullish trend. So this is something I closely monitor right now. Okay, hello Nadim, good to see you. Thank you for joining. And Rio, good to see you. Thank you for joining. Ifeani, good to see you too. Elio, thank you for joining. Good to see you. Okay, gold. Yeah, let's check later. All right, Danish, thank you for joining. Hi, good to see you. Ichimoku Trader, good to see you too. And Wisdom, good to see you. And everyone, great to see you today. So today again, I'm starting the live 1 hour earlier because of my schedule. But hopefully you will enjoy the live stream till the end. In case if you are watching this archive too, I hope you enjoy this analysis till the end of this live stream. So again, overall, Euro USD is bullish. So now let me go down to daily time frame. So when you look at the daily time frame, what do you see here now? Is it bullish or bearish or range? I think it's very clear, right? I think it's very clear. So the breakout of the resistance 1.0914, and on this daily time frame, Kumo already twisted bullish. Tenkan-sen, Kijun-sen are both bullish, and Chikou span breakout also happened, and now it's above the candlesticks. So in this situation, this is a bullish market on the daily time frame. So weekly time frame again, this is multiple time frame viewpoint. Again, weekly time frame shows the market broke the Kumo and the resistance. However, the Kumo is not twisted yet. Kijun-sen, Tenkan-sen are still below the Kumo and flat, and Chikou span is still touching. But if you look at the daily time frame, it's now bullish. So in this market, this means that you can follow the daily bullish trend. And there's nothing to follow on the weekly time frame. From a trend follow perspective, you better know which time frame you want to follow, you want to trail. So since daily is bullish as per Ichimoku, I take the daily time frame to follow, not the weekly time frame. So that means I don't wait for a weekly candlestick close. Let's say if I'm in a trade right now, then I don't wait until the weekly candlestick closes, because so far it's bullish, it broke the resistance, it's breaking the resistance. But towards the end of this week, the market may retrace and it may close near the previous resistance. So if I keep holding the trade based on the weekly time frame where it's not trending right now, then I may be running profits, but I may lose also those potential pips. But if I check the daily time frame today, and daily is bullish, so that means I follow the daily time frame. That means I wait until every daily candlestick close, not the weekly candlestick close. So this is what I mean by following the daily time frame, not the weekly time frame. So every time I enter trades, I look for exactly which time frame the trend is happening, and I decide that stable trending time frame to follow. So that's why sometimes you will see me trading based on daily time frame to follow or 4-hour time frame to follow. So that's also something I think unique about my strategy, is to know exactly which time frame I'm following, so that my trade becomes more systematic. I don't just enter buy just because it breaks the resistance, just because Ichimoku shows bullish. I have to select also which time frame to follow. So in other words, when, let's say in this case, the daily time frame stops bullish trend, that's when I look for exit timing. And I have some videos about how to capture the end of the trend. But so far, again, looks like this is the beginning of the new uptrend. So that's why I picked this pair today to talk about it. So that's about the Ichimoku perspective. In terms of the price action, I can see that the one previous candlestick, yesterday's candlestick on 16th, was a pin bar, and now it's breaking bullish. So this is called the pin bar breakout, exactly on these two candlesticks. And this also means that the buyers are following the bullish momentum right now than sellers. So yeah, that's something I see right now here also on EURUSD. So like this, I build up these findings and also I collect the reasons to enter buy, to go in the market. So basically this time I only select EURUSD, but I do this analysis in all the pairs on my watch list. I have 21 pairs on my watch list. I trade Euro, USD, JPY, and CAD, AUD, and Pound, and Swiss franc. So I have 21 pairs on my watch list, but every single market or pair I review, I analyze. I do the analysis in this way. So yeah, so that's what I found on this daily time frame. All right, Raul, good to see you. Thanks for joining. VK, good to see you too. And Principals, thanks for joining also. And Crystal, good to see you too. You look stylish today. Oh, stylish. Really? Thank you so much. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so again, weekly time frame, in terms of Ichimoku lines, it's flat, but it broke the P wave and now it's breaking the resistance. Then the daily is now bullish too. So there's no reason to sell in this case. Now when I say this, you may wonder, what about these previous resistances? There were some previous resistances in this area or zone. In this case, I will say it as a zone, like a resistance zone between the week over here from the day 11th January this year, and also smaller wicks over here too, until the 21st of March this year. So this is kind of like a resistance zone. I can actually draw the horizontal lines like this. The first week happened here, 1.0943, and second previous week happened over here, 1.0963, and the third previous week happened over here too, up here, 1.0981, and the last week happened here on 1.0998. So these resistances or these wicks are very close by to each other. Well, this is in a daily time frame, so each are about like 20 pips or so. But in the range of 20 pips, there are so many wicks above where the price is right now. And in this case, you may wonder which resistance to be trustable or which lines to draw. Because if you draw the lines like this way, then it may become very confusing. So in that case, what I usually do is I draw it as a zone. So I extend the rectangular to all the way to the right, to the price right now, and this becomes a zone. So instead of drawing these lines, in this case it's better to draw like this as a zone, then see how the market goes and how the market reacts within the zone. Sometimes, as you see, maybe the market reacts between these two resistances, or the area between the previous two resistances, or the area between even the previous resistance levels. The market may react by one of these resistances, but somewhere in between also it happens. So to make the long story short, this area is becoming a bit tricky and the market becomes a bit choppy too. So that's something I expect also when I see this previous market from this year, from this January to June or March this year. So now the price is going up within the resistance zone, but actually it doesn't stop me trading. As long as it's bullish, I enter trade and follow it, and simply if it doesn't work, if the market retraces at some point, then I will just exit with a very small loss, and I simply look for some more opportunities. Or if it goes bullish continuously, which happens also, the market breaks the resistance zone, resistance area, and continuously bullish to the next high, which is 1.1139 up here. So this happens too. So I don't mind entering the trade within the resistance zone, because if you wait for the breakout of the resistance zone also, you may have to wait for a long time and you may not be really having some opportunities to trade. Even on other pairs too, if you see the resistances nearby and wait for the complete breakout of the resistances, then definitely you will have much less trades, but there are some potential profits you can make here too. So, but it's good to know, it's good to remember that the market is going within the resistance zone, so it may be traced anytime soon. So you just focus on the risk management, and that should do. You can actually do trading in this manner. But if there's a strong resistance level, then I never trade. If the strong resistance is, let's say, 10 or 15 pips away, then I never enter trade. In this case, this is zone, and the zone can be broken easily too. So I don't mind entering a trade in this case scenario. So anyways, coming back to the previous topic in terms of Ichimoku trend follow strategy. So as a trend follower, when Ichimoku says bullish, I enter trade. So this is a daily time frame analysis. Okay, and now next, let me check the 4-hour time frame, because I choose either daily or 4-hour time frame to follow. So now let me check the 4-hour and see how it looks like. Okay, so 4-hour time frame is like this also. And 4-hour is now bullish because the Senko span A is up right now. Senko span A is up right now, and Senko span B flat, but the Kumo is getting bigger at the moment, and Kijun Sen is flat. Kijun Sen flat, Chikou span above the candles. So 4-hour shows it's bullish also, and just broke the resistance level of 1.0914, and it closed above the resistance in 4-hour perspective. And now we have 2 more candlesticks after the breakout. So 4 hours shows the market broke the resistance. And Ichimoku Kumo Kijun Sen are showing bullish. So this is another market that we can follow. So in this case, which market to follow would be another question. Let me just put the window into 2. On the left, I put the daily time frame. And on the right, hold on, let me synchronize the symbols. Okay, so on the left, I put the daily time frame. And on the right, I put the 4-hour time frame. Same Euro USD pair. And which one to follow? Okay, so the answer is really simple. Whichever the trend continues longer, the one is the one I follow. So in this case, daily trend happened just right now, but 4 hour has been bullish for a long time already. I mean, in terms of candlestick, in terms of the number of candlesticks, 4 hour has been trending, especially after the Kumo breakout, for example. After the Kumo breakout, 4 hour has been up above the Kumo for the last 68 bars. But daily Kumo is very small, and after the breakout of the daily Kumo, it's only, let's say it's only 10 bars. So 68 bars of the bullishness above the Kumo versus 10 bars bullishness above the Kumo. Which one's more trustable is the 68 bars? Because the probability for this market, probability for the market to trend is relatively higher in 4 hour than the daily time frame. I hope you get this idea here. So in this case, I choose the 4 hour time frame to follow. Oh yeah, I see some comments. Danny, 4 hour, yes, 4 hour time frame. Right, Ichimoku Trader also says 4 hour too. Yes, that's true. That's true. Because Kumo is too long and because Kumo is long and thin. That's right. Because 4 hour Kumo is long and thin, it also shows the market is stably bullish trend than the daily time frame. So this is how I choose which time frame to follow. So like step by step, if you do analysis one by one like this way, then you will know exactly what to do. So before jumping into the market, you may jump in the market like when you see a daily candlestick to be like this, and you may want to jump in because you may have FOMO, or you want to just go in and make profits because you simply see the new breakout. But which is okay, but you have to know reasons why you enter the market exactly at this timing now. Why not 1 hour before? Why not a few minutes later? There should be some reasons why you enter right now, and that should be able to explain. Lots of people trade intuitionally or based on experiences, and which is okay. Like for me also, I'm using Ichimoku, and I'm here to explain how I enter exit markets, how I select the market and time frame to follow, like today's live stream. So my how do you say, like my style is to share, to be able to share, and I want to see exactly what I'm doing logically by myself, so that I can really look back my trades, and because I have reasons, because I find the reasons to enter trade or exit trades, once it doesn't go well, then I can think about the reasons why it didn't go towards my direction, or why it didn't behave the way I was thinking. So based on this, I look back my previous trades, and I study my own trades, and I notice something new. I get aha moment when I studied my previous trades, and based on that, I modified my strategy, or I changed the view of the market, and I experiment in my next trades. So trading is really simple, but you need to have some kind of process to be able to continuously trade. So anyways, EURUSD is bullish in 4 hour. So in this case, I follow the 4 hour bullish trend than the daily time frame. Okay, let's see. K-Young, thanks for joining. To see you. Ichimoku Trader says, when the trend moves against our position in the 5-minute time frame, when all 3 items violate our approval, we exit even if one item is lower than others. Is this correct? We exit even if one item is lower than others. I couldn't really get your question. But basically, yeah, I think you've seen my entry videos, how I enter the market. And yes, I look for an opportunity to buy or sell based on those, what I call the confirmations. And when these confirmations are violated, that's when I simply exit my trade. But it's not actually that simple. Actually, there are so many other things I look at besides something I share in YouTube. But yeah, simply speaking, whenever I, let's say, look for the reasons to enter trade, and when it's violated, that's when I exit my trade, is the basic idea. So let's say, for example, in this case, I said I follow the 4 hour bullish trend. So as long as 4 hours bullish, I follow. But let's say when the 4 hour bullish finishes, for example, the Tenkan-sen breakout, Kijun-sen breakout, or even Kumo breakout is the proof of the end of the 4 hour bullish trend. Or when, let's say, Tenkan-sen, Kijun-sen dead cross happens, that's when the end of the 4 hour bullish trend, as per Ichimoku definition. So if I, let's say, follow the 4 hour bullish trend, then I have to know exactly when it ends. And when it ends, that's when I exit my trade. So that's the basic idea. And that's how I built my strategy. So that, again, I can really look back logically, and I can find the areas to improve my trades. Yeah. Let's see. Will pound go up or down? Pound has been bullish now. At the moment, it's bullish. All right. Hello, Leo. Good to see you. Thanks for joining. Okay. Today, Swiss franc pairs trending too. All right. Swiss franc pairs are trending, but more than that, at the moment, this is a strength chart. JPY has been quite weak, and JPY is strong, and Swiss franc was actually strong, and also USD is weak, and CAD is also weak, and AUD is also weak too. So more than Swiss franc pairs, we see lots of downtrends on the JPY pairs, especially USD JPY was the weakest currency today. So it's the most volatile market. So we have lots of trending markets based on the strengths of each currency today, because it looks like the market's active. So we have still some trade opportunities. Usually July is said that there's no opportunities, or July usually is the month of the quiet market, but seems like it's not today. This is a screenshot I captured a few hours ago, but I've seen Euro USD is bullish, and Euro CAD is also bullish, Pound USD, Pound CAD, CAD JPY, and CAD Swiss franc. I see lots of pairs trending right now, and if I look at deeply, then like lower time frames even, then I can exactly pinpoint what market to trade. But yeah, so far it's been quite bullish. in this KTS Academy, I also send signals, but today it's got lots of like signals. For example, hold on, let me just go down. Today there is a signals on CAD Swiss franc and gold USD and Bitcoin USD also. So like every day there's so many signals on each currency. So looks like we have still lots of active markets in the month of July, which is a bit surprising to me because usually the trend is not really happening in the month of July, or it happens but it just finishes very quickly. But looks like so far in the month of July has been quite active, unlike the other years. Okay, let me see. Deji says, how many times do you check charts, do you check markets in a day? So I check the charts usually 3 to 5 times per day. And each time, if I only look for the trending markets, and it only takes like a few minutes, maybe 1 or 2 minutes. And if I don't find any opportunities, then simply I walk away and come back a few hours later. So, and the rest of the times I study. I'm still studying Ichimoku original books. So I study Ichimoku, or I check some other books, read some other books, or I study some, psychology related topics. I have like few psychologists or few mindset speakers I follow. So I listen to those audiobooks or videos sometimes, or the mindset of the athletes, mindset of any fields can be really interesting, and they are so applicable to trading. So when I'm not trading, that's what I'm doing. And also backtesting. I run the Forex Tester, and I backtest my strategy to fine tune, or I come up some new strategies, and I practice. I try to implement in the live market as well. So I do a lot about trading related things. So because before in terms of time efficiency, right after I quit my job, my full-time job, my mind was, I better trade more, because finally I have 24 hours to spend to really invest in trading. So I was so excited to be able to become a full-time trader, and I thought the more I monitor the market, the more times I check the markets, the more times I enter trades, I thought I become more profitable. And I did it. I spent 12 hours, more than 12 hours maybe per day, and I took 20-30 trades per day, every single day after leaving the company. And the ending result was the loss towards the end of the month. So it was really stressful. And during the day, I started to apply some new strategies, scalping strategies. Or sometimes I created my own scalping strategies. But the more I take entries, the more I lose. The more I monitor charts, the more I lose. So that was really a bad feeling. I was really frustrated by that. But time efficiency, I realized that time efficiency is really important, because this is not like a regular job. This is so it's not regular job, because the more like how many hours you spend, or how many entries you do, or how many things you do, always don't relate to how much you make profit, how much you make money. Unlike the other jobs. The other jobs, for example, the more you make, the more you get, the more time you spend on the work, the more you get paid. But not in trading. But the trading can be opposite. The less you screen charts, the less you enter trades, you can still make more profits than those who check charts more or who trades more. And I wanted to be the one. I wanted to be the one who takes less entries but still make lots of profits. So that's why I built my own strategy like this way. And now I'm only taking less than 10 trades per month but still making 10% return per month in average and yearly basis. So, but even so, I still studying, I'm continuously improving my trades, and because the no markets are the same every day, every month, every year, so I continue study, continue backtest and look for the patterns and look for the patterns, well, not only for the winners but also look for the patterns of the losses so that I know how to avoid these losses. So let's say, for example, EURUSD is now bullish, but just because it's bullish, I don't enter trade. I've been selective. I have to compare the other markets and see which one looks the best. And when I find the best market to trade, I look for the reasons to enter that market, and that's how I built my strategy. So yeah, once it becomes your routine, then it becomes really easy to follow. Just like brushing your teeth, it can be done, naturally, automatically. But until you build this habit, it may be challenging. But at least for me, it's my style. I prefer to trade logically, and I want to how do you say? I want to I don't want to trade by emotion, or I don't want to trade by intuitions. So yeah, this is just my style. Okay, let me check some other comments. Om says, I was monitoring pound CAD yesterday, had a break even, but it had a nice breakout when I was sleeping at 1 a.m. EST. Oh, so that's a FOMO right there. Yeah, that's a FOMO. So yeah, pound CAD may be trending when you're sleeping, but when you are awake, I may be sleeping and you may be able to make that profit, but I won't be able to. And it happens to anyone. So FOMO does exist, but opposite is also true. FOMO exists to anyone, not to you only, because we're not robot, we're not machines. We have to sleep, we have to eat, we have to have fun with the friends or family, we have to do some other things, we have to go to work, we have to do lots of things besides trading. Even myself too, I travel in the month of May. Because I traveled, I didn't take any entries. When I'm having a dinner with my friend, I never check charts. When I'm with someone, when I'm at the meeting, I never check charts. But during those times, for me also, I see lots of trending markets, and by the time I finish the meal and come back to the chart, then the trend is already ended. It happens. But I'm like, oh well, the market's moving 24 hours every day anyways, so let's come back a few hours later and see how it happens, how it goes. And we just continue that cycle, that routine every day. So it's more like this is what I usually say at the GTS class or KTS Academy, is that it's like looking for a taxi on the street, or looking for post office, looking for Starbucks, on the street. Whenever you're looking for it, it's not there. But when you're not looking for it, it's always there. One day I really wanted to go to the post office, and I was away from my house, and when I checked the time to reach there, it took me like 27 minutes. I was like, wow, my post office from my house is 5 minutes away, but now when I have to go to a post office, it takes 27 minutes by car, which is very far. But it happens. So yeah, I'm sure you have some similar experience. When you're rush, when you're a bit late, when you have to catch taxi, you call by the app, you go on the street and look for it, but it's not there. They're not there. Yeah. Technically speaking, you feel it, they're not there. You feel it's far. So sometimes our memory goes against our emotion, but you have to kind of control it, right? You have to kind of see things from different perspective so that you become more comfortable. And especially trading is really difficult in that sense because it's money involved, right? If you're not interested to make profits, you will never trace. I would never trace if I cannot make profits with this one. So because it's money involved, there's a lot of psychologies behind. But yeah, once you get it, then you get it is also true in trading. Until you get it, you may have to go the same cycle over and over again until you get out of it. It's also like riding a bicycle, riding a car. When you first ride the car, you don't know how to see things, how to do things. You have to check this. You have to check mirror, side mirrors. You have to check the center mirror. You have to put signals, indicators, axle, brake. If you're using manual, clutch, and stick shift, you have to manipulate. You have to check so many things, meter, and everything. But once you become comfortable, once you get used to it, then everything becomes natural. So I think it's the same thing about anything, whether you learn trading or whether you learn how to speak new language or whether you learn how to play music. I think everything the same. Yeah. But yeah, with that all said, I can really understand you because when that really happens, yes, I was sleeping. Why was I sleeping? Why was I with my family? Why was I with my friend? Sometimes, I was speaking with one of the graduates here in Dubai, and he said, whenever I'm with someone particular, the trend happens. Whenever he is with Mr. A, for example, Mr. A, then the trend happens. But whenever I don't meet Mr. A, no trends. So Mr. A is kind of, unique in that sense. But that's also his psychology. So he feels that every time he's with Mr. A, he's missing opportunities. Which is not true, right? Which shouldn't be true. It's a psychology, mindset. But anyways, it happens. The story never ends, like this kind of stories. Yeah. Okay, let me check some other comments. Ichimoku Trader says, I exactly agree with you. Full-time trading is better. The sun can burn something when its light is focused on one point. Right. Full-time trading is better. That's true. I mean, stressful at first, but once you master it, then it's better. Okay, Vic says, hi, good day. I managed to enter EURUSD instead of pound CAD this week and was watching USD Swiss franc, but the price just ran away. Okay. Yeah, the breakouts on pound CAD and Euro CAD were very aggressive. It just on few hours. Then it just stopped. Looks like now it's consolidating. Let me just check 1 hour on Euro USD. As a today's topic. Yeah, Euro USD seems like now it's consolidating upper level of the resistance, upper level of the trend. I mean, after the breakout, the market is now consolidating, but looks like it's about to break bullish. Now we have a Kumo, Senko span AB both up, Kijun Sen, Tenkan Sen both up, and Chikou span too. So I think the price breaks and goes bullish, then it goes into the resistance zone. Yeah, we will see on this one. Okay, yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. Where gold go if trend bullish in 4 hours. Oh yeah, let's check gold next. Let's check the gold. Says he should hire Mr. A to sit beside him when he trades. Oh, you know, the thing is that when he does that, the trend won't happen. That's Mr. A. Yeah, every time he talks with Mr. A, the trend happens. But yeah, he can try. Maybe he can try. He can ask Mr. A to sit right next to him. But most likely, I think the trend never happens. It's not that easy. Because it's psychology. Oh yeah, okay, so gold is now breaking the resistance. 2450 and now it's renewing higher. Okay, so just as expected, now it's bullish. Right, so we have gold cross, I mean, Tenkan Kijun Sen are up. Kumo is up now. So yeah, it's bullish. Gold is bullish, and daily Kumo is really small, and the daily just started bullish trend. So in this case, just like Euro USD, we can follow the 4-hour bullish trend. Yeah. So next target, this is all-time high, I think. Let me just check the monthly time frames, zoom out all the way, and yeah, this is the all-time high. The trading view started back in 18th. But yeah, anyways, gold is now all-time high from the history. So the target in this case is going to be the next run numbers. So that will be now it's on 2479. So next target is 2500. So let's draw the horizontal line on 2500 and see if it reaches. Again, daily Kumo is still small, so in terms of intraday, the market may be traced, but 4 hours continuously bullish. Yeah, there's a good chance that the market reaches 2500 within this week. So we will see. There are some also Tenkan-sen, Kijun-sen bounce. I mean Tenkan-sen bounce, especially once, twice, and 3 times. Here also some minor bounces too. So as long as price is above the Tenkan-sen, it's bullish. Okay, let me check some other comments. Sebastian says, hello, one question. You use the default Ichimoku or use a different periods to program the lines? Oh, I use default Ichimoku. This is, the settings is default too. It's 9, 26, 52, and 26. Default Ichimoku. I used to edit Ichimoku too a lot because I was just curious. if Chikou span lagging like a 9 or 17, or Kumo to be shifting to the present candlestick, or even Kumo to be lagging, then how it's gonna be like. But I conclude that the default setting is the best for me. Okay, CSM says, this month I earned 190 pips from pound cat pair since last Friday using KTS method. Thank you, I keep trying. Oh, that's great. Stay gold. That's a good news. That's a good news. Wow, that's a lot. Maybe you took like a few positions, 2 positions or something, then you got 190 pips. If you traded only 1 position and got 190 pips, that's great. But yeah, KTS is a trend follow system, so whenever trend happens, it works. So yeah, gold is not bullish. Now it's about to break the previous inside bar, inside and pin bar. So I can see buyer's momentum here still. The target again is 2500, and it may reach within this week. Okay, yes, Cairo, you're welcome. Okay, so now I think I will finish the live. So yeah, again, looks like the markets are still active in the month of July. So let's actively monitor charts. So this is why I say we have to check charts every day. Whether it's holiday or whether it's summer time, we never know when the trend happens, when the trend ends. There are some patterns, of course. Summertime, July will be more quiet, August will be more quiet, holiday season could be more quiet too, but we never know until we see it. So looks like the patterns are different from the previous years. So let's actively monitor chart and continuously look for more opportunities. So yeah, thank you very much for joining. If you liked it, please press like button before you leave. That would be great. And please subscribe and click the bell button so that you get notified when I do the live stream of videos in the future. So like this, usually I start at 2 p.m. UTC time zone on the live stream on YouTube, but sometimes I start earlier or later. So if you make sure to click the bell button on YouTube, get notified, then I think that's better. So yeah, thank you very much. I hope you have a great rest of your day. And until I see you next time, please stay healthy, stay safe, and stay gold. Bye for now. Mata ne. Thank you very much.